for having us into the Power community. We always love coming up with a new concept, showing you all the good stuff we can do. So today, the main topic is all about collaboration, compliance, and communication from our side. So we've tried to build up a comprehensive set of use case, and you're going to see it's really exciting because not only from a Solgari standpoint, but we also have our friends and colleagues from Very Park who will show an integration and demo of Solgari, Very Park, and all into the Microsoft Power Platform. So really, really exciting. So if you don't know us, I'm gonna move into the next slide. So we are Solgari. We've been renewed into the inner circle, second year in a row. So it's a massive achievement. We are a Microsoft Global ISV partner. We are the first all-channel cloud communication ISV solution that is available with zero-touch setup in the 365 or any browser. And I think it's really important, again, to emphasize that when we talk about collaboration, communication, ease of deployment, we talk about configuration from our point of view, really easy to set up for our customer and our partners. And it's all about delivering, the customer care, contract tracing, sales, marketing, survey, and automation across all the different vertical market, and all natively integrated into the D365 platform. Obviously, why we're here, because we have an amazing strategic relationship with Microsoft. It's not just the marketing or sales, we work together into our product roadmap, product enhancement, and every time there's requirement from customer, we work with Microsoft globally to ensure that this is available within the whole Microsoft ecosystem. So this is a native integration. We've been doing business since 2012. We have over now 110 customers. We are a global organization from the US to Asia Pacific. We have customers across the globe from very different vertical industry. And this is the beauty of what we do in our DNA, because it's not just one vertical market. We address different problem, tackle different challenges from organization in terms of communication, voice, omni-channel, all the different channels they need to have their business process improve. And I think it's to set the scene before seeing all the presentation, the technical demo, is to give you a bit of context, because when we talk about collaboration, communication, and we did add the compliance aspect, it's really important to put yourself into the customer. And it's all about the customer outcome and the customer need across customer service, marketing, sales, operation, all the things they want to try to achieve to improve their business on a daily basis. And we wanted to show you how the Microsoft piece out of the box provides some key capabilities and how we enhance and extend those capabilities across all the different channels. So if we start with the Microsoft piece, let's start with the business function, sales, customer service and marketing, the contact center solution, the channel. It's all about inbound, queue management, virtual agent, customer service app, marketing. So there's always a inbound or outbound. What we do and what we provide as an additional layer, and all again integrated within the Microsoft platform, is those key capabilities in terms of the automatic reorder, the different survey scheduling campaign, the API integration. We go into the voice object, recording and archiving, the two-way services. And one of the things that is really important is the automation piece. Every organization now needs to improve processes, accelerate the way they engage with customer, accelerate the way they can deliver services, and that's why we add the layer of automation. when we talk about collaboration and communication, the compliance aspect is critical. Due to the background of our founders and CTO from military grade security, we have that cover. So we have the whole compliance matching different regulation, can be regulation from the GDPR to specific healthcare regulation. We have that cover, and this is really important. We show in the previous Power Community the whole reporting and data analytics that is directly linked to the Power BI. So again, you can understand what's happening behind the scene. In terms of different channel, one of the, I'd say the key USP from a Solgari standpoint is that we are a global carrier. So regardless of where you're doing business, in India, Asia, we will provide the best call quality and the best tariff for our customer. And this is really important to emphasize that, because we've been doing that now since a few years, and this is really important for our customer. And we are always bringing new key capabilities. Like in Asia Pacific, there's a big demand for WeChat, so we added this specific channel. We see an increasing demand for WhatsApp. It's been added to the platform. And obviously the Microsoft Team integration, and you'll see a little teaser of what we're doing within the Microsoft Team framework. Again, groundbreaking. So we are collaborating with Microsoft directly to ensure that this is the best product available. But every time there's something new, we are on it working with Microsoft. And I think that's it from my side.
Fantastic, Seb. That was brilliant. So everyone, I think we're just going to carry on from what Seb's just said about the kind of collaboration piece. Now, so Gary, we're going to play a short video just to kind of explain to you, like a short teaser first, and then I think from there, I'm just going to share my screen. Everyone should be able to see it in a second. Seb, can you just confirm what you're seeing?
Yeah, all good.
That's it. In 2 seconds. Let me to make sure I share my audio, everyone. Let me just do that again. Okay. Vincent or Seb, just let me know if there's no audio coming through, and then Vincent switch over if needed, okay? All right, let's go. Can we just confirm there's audio?
No, there's no audio on this one. You need to go through the thing. Sorry for that.
Hey, gents, it's Vincent here. This video doesn't have sound.
Okay, understood. So, guys, I think basically what we want to do is a teaser, okay? And this is just to give you so Gary's, we work as a contact center, but we also work fully integrated into D365, as Sebastian just said. This on the screen is also as wanting to collaborate and integrate into Microsoft Teams. And what we're basically being to do is bring both the CRM, the ERP system, the contact center, and Teams all into one. So we're fully integrated into it. And we're not trying to change anything within Teams. We want to fully collaborate with Teams. So on the screen, you can see this is the Solgari UI. This is where the agent would be able to handle inquiries from customers, internal conversations inside the business, which is obviously a big collaboration piece here. And also be able to have video conference calls and all that kind of stuff, still using the Teams technology, but integrated into Solgari. So you just saw on the screen, it was just a short snippet. If I just go back a little bit here, we're just sitting at the top here. So we just got the Solgari S, which is just really us explaining to you that we're not trying to change Teams. We want to work with Teams. So for example, a really good example is an agent has a ability to change their presence in Microsoft Teams. They might want to say they're available or unavailable, whatever that might be on that presence. Now we do the same. We also use presence inside of Solgari as a contact center and integrate into the CRM. So if you change your presence, for example, in Teams, it will change on the contact center side as well. So it'll all talk to each other and communicate. So you've got all of the internal collaboration from the Teams aspect. And then the other part you have with Solgari is the contact center. So you have the outbound, you have the omni-channel functionality. So we're bringing everything together. And that's kind of what we just want to give you a short snippet of that. Fantastic. So the next thing we're going to talk about is this is really going into our collaboration with VeryPark. Okay, we're working very closely in the financial sector with F&O, especially with in Dynamics 365. And Very Park are amazing and do this so well. And the partnership that we have with them is really us bringing that communication element. And like Sebastian said, that the security and the PCI DSS compliance, the HIPAA compliance, all of the kind of things that you would expect from a secure platform where you can actually link everything together. So the communication element we bring, Very Park bring the F&O piece right inside Dynamics 365. So we're just going to play this video for you and hope you enjoy.
Hello, welcome to the demo of digital mortgage selling journey. Today we're going to meet with Archie. He's an existing customer of Woodgrove Bank and he uses various channels in order to manage his financial needs. So in the demo, we will see that Archie is willing to buy a new house, and that's why he goes online and starts searching for mortgage rates. First, he goes to his primary bank's website and starts playing with the mortgage finance calculator. Archie enters details about cost of property and tenor to check interest rate and monthly installments. He realizes that there's a new promotional campaign and he would like to take it forward and decides to chat with mortgage advisor. Martin, who is the mortgage advisor sitting at the back office, he's assigned to Archie's inquiry and he starts conversing with Archie to understand his expectations and support his inquiries. In the meantime, Customer 360 View automatically pops up in front of his screen, essentially unified front end, and he's presented with all customer information directly on Dynamics 365 platform. Archie, in order to have further discussions around mortgage rates and promotions, he is willing to initiate a video chat to have a face-to-face discussion with Martin. And Archie also starts asking certain questions regarding with new mortgage opportunity. When we switch over to the experience of Martin, we will see Martin creates a new loan application through the CRM system. And additionally, he will also be serving to Archie upon his request to restructure his personal finance to extend his installments by 8 months. So this is the journey we are going to be seeing as part of the demonstration. So let's switch over to the UI and UX. So Archie, he goes online to the bank's website, essentially internet banking. He puts in the credentials and he goes ahead to sign-in process. After sign-in, he lands on his main dashboard. And as part of his main dashboard, under Loans tab, there are finance calculators. So one of the finance calculator he's going to be stepping in is mortgage finance calculator. The cost of property he's looking for is $300,000 and loan tenor in years is 10 years. So based upon this entered details, he sees that he has to have 20% of down payment in order to initiate this particular application. The interest rate applied is going to be 5.1% and loan to value ratio is 80%. And also on the right hand side, he can see the monthly installments, principal amount, interest amount, and insurance that he has to take. And additionally, he can also view and print a provisional offer letter. Inside of this offer letter, he can see the similar information around mortgage, repayment amount, interest amount, and additionally, there is the repayment plan schedule for Archie. So Archie is interested in this mortgage opportunity, and there is apparently some promotions going around in the market, which is 0% processing fees on home loan, and that's something he wouldn't miss. So that's why he's going to be initiating this chat conversation. So clicking on this chat, I will have a window in front of me in order to start conversing with a live agent. First, I would like to initiate this chat. And on the other hand, the mortgage advisor sitting at the back office is going to be connected and he is greeting me with this statement. Hello, this is Martin, your mortgage digital selling advisor. How can I help you with? So basically Archie types in, I'm interested in mortgage loans. So in this case, Martin advises him to initiate a video chat in order to have further discussions in more detail and have a face-to-face conversation. So Archie accepts it. For that, Archie goes video. And on the other hand, Martin will accept it and we'll be getting into the call right away. Hello, Martin. Hi. How are you?
Hello, I'm Martin, your digital selling advisor. I can see that you have an interest for mortgage loan. I need to get some information from you to have an eligibility check and process your application. What is your approximate cost of properties that you are willing to buy?
Hello, hi Martin. Yes, I'm interested in your mortgage rate, and the approximate cost of property I'm looking for is around 300,000.
According to bank policy, you need to have 20% of cost for your property as down payment. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure, that's okay. I'm ready for it.
And also, how many years are you willing to pay back?
10 years would be okay.
Okay, perfect. Let me initiate your request direct on my system.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
So let me change my persona. I'm Martin. And while I'm having a discussion with my customer, Archie, at the same time, system pops up a 360 view in front of me. So within this 360 view, I have ability to reach out all customer information within one single screen. I can see that which products that this customer has from our bank, which channels is utilizing by the customer, what is the next best action coming through the machine learning analysis. So it shows a mortgage loan offer in there as well. I can get more details about the customer to see the account informations, credit cards, other loan applications that initiated through this customer. I can see several offers, open cases, opportunities for this customer to reach out everything so that while customer come to me as an advisor, I know the background, who is this customer and how we can support it. As part of the process, also, if I go to my relationship tab, I have ability to see what was the latest interaction that we have together within this customer when we discussed through the contact center, when customer has a branch visit, so that I can see these details and understand what will happen before to understand the context. If there is any other application that customer done before, system directly alert me about it while I'm creating opportunity. So while I'm going to these stages, of course, I need to verify my customer. So I need to do the verification in there. And within the verification stage, we have a couple of options in here. First of all, I need to select my topic because within the different topics, we have different verification types. So it could be based on questions, tipping, it could be about into there some SMS authentications in here. So if I go to inquiry and select loan inquiry in here, system prepared me 2 questions in there, which looks like a medium security. So if customer is willing to stop his card or have some more, let's say, secure transaction in there, system can ask more questions in here as well. If I want, I can ask these questions to get answers in here, or if customer doesn't have answer for certain questions, I can swap them as well. So let me ask Archie. Archie, what is your date of birth?
It's 28 April 1976.
And what is your postcode?
It's SW1 space 89D.
So within this verification process, we can do two things. We can mark this information as stars in here so that we are not sharing this information to our agents, and system is doing a background check in here. And if it is already some information that is publicly available and not from the GDPR perspective, we can directly show it to our agents as well. Once we did the verification, we can go to the stage of actually making the application for mortgage loan. So if I come back to my screen in there, if I go to my opportunity screen, I can see that all my customer information is pre-populated in here. And once I select my product as mortgage, I can see that additional questions popped up as dynamically in there. So it is asking the requested amount, which I get these answers from the customer beginning of the call. So I'm filling these details in here. And then, sorry, I'm adding the tenor for years, so it should be 10 years. And system is also showing me some eligible products, other details as well. If needed, we can also do some eligibility checks direct on our system as well through our loan application process. So once I initiate this request, system is doing some eligibility checks and proceeding Archie's mortgage loan application directly from here. So let me ask my customer, I started your application, Mr. Archie. Do you have any other questions for me?
Actually, yes, I was also considering to restructure my personal finance. I'm also having an active personal finance with you. Is it possible to extend it by 8 months?
Of course, of course. Let me check through my system. So customer has a loan servicing request in there. So once customer has such a request in here, I can come back to my 360 view. So within this 360 view, we are not just opening complaint service request opportunities in there. Also, I can do certain banking transactions in here. So if I click on the transactions, I have ability to see lots of core system transactions in there, which is coming up to our CRM system by integration. So I can do some transactions through the core banking system for opening a new account, closing a card in here, starting a restructure a loan process in there, making some cash transactions in here. So everything is applicable in there. So if I move to my loan restructure page, I need to check that what will be the loan that Archie wants to restructure. So if I go to my page, I can see that there is only one personal finance loan that Archie mentioned to me. So I selected these details. It shows the principal amount, outstanding balance in there. I can see that he already paid 8 of his installments in here, and 28 is waiting for the payment, and he will have total 36 payments in there. So he wants me to add additional 8 installments in here. So he has 28 terms in there. Let me make it 36 so that his installment amount directly changed through the system. So first 8 months he pays this amount, then his amount is changed in there, and now he has more installments as he asked us. So let me also add my description. So it will be restructure best by client. Within the next stage, I need to confirm my transaction in there. Then as next stage, system shows me the loan structure and payment terms within certain documents. So I can share these documents directly with my customer through emails, and I can get a digital signature for that. And then if I want to go ahead, system wants to have a customer one-time password validation in here. So I can send an SMS to Archie, And once Archie get this SMS, he will also get a link. He can click on this link and he can fill this SMS information, so system automatically make this validation on behalf of customer. But during the demo, of course, I don't have this chance, so I send this SMS to Archie Andrews. So Archie, could you please tell me that what will be the OTP number within your message?
Yes, I've just received it. It's 2476.
476. So let me continue from there. And my request sent to directly to the core system, and it is done successfully. So Archie, do you have any other inquiries that I can support you?
Thank you very much. I just received the invoice in my email inbox. Thank you very much. It was a quick support. Really appreciate it. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Archie. Have a good day as well.
Bye-bye.
So if we come back to our journey, what we have seen so far in here, we have our mortgage advisor, digital selling advisor, Martin Barosh. And we see that he has ability to serve the customer through the contact center. So he can do video chat, he can do voice calls, he can do direct messaging conversation through our Solgari platform. And so since Solgari platform is connected to Dynamics 365 and VeriPark Finance solution, we have ability to see full customer information in 360 view, and we have ability to take action like creating a new opportunity or making some transaction directly within there. So what we have seen so far in here, we can see that how we can improve customer experience in digital channels. So during the pandemics, customers are not willing to come to our branches anymore. So we can give them the same support and face-to-face discussion directly within their internet banking, mobile banking, within their homes, offices. So it is creating a really good approach for the customer to get this support in anytime 7/24. And also we have ability to manage all customer data and transactions in single solution. So within the integration of Solgari and VeriPark system, we saw that once customer initiate a video call, we have a full understanding within the 360 view, and we have ability to do all transactions in there. And also, of course, we need to have a digital selling during the pandemic. So what we can do in there, we can show some campaigns, some other details for our customers through our digital channels. And if they have any interest, we can support them directly through our contact center. Thank you for listening. This will be all our journey. Have a nice day.
Right, everyone. Let's move on to the next slide. So before I move on here, I just want to kind of just comment on that. So you could see the collaboration on with regards to the FSI space, you know, in the financial sector, and the solution that VeriPark brings is incredible, especially in the when it comes to banking, as they were showing there. And so Gary's, all we're basically doing is fueling all of those different channels of communication under that, but embedded in the CRM. And the video we showed you before, which is related to this collaboration piece, is the Microsoft Teams. Imagine you being able to have all that collaboration through, you know, your banking system, through F&O, and also using the communication element through being able to reach out to customers via the omnichannel experience, or letting them reach out to you into your customer service space and coming through the omnichannel inbound as well. And then obviously the collaboration piece with Teams as well there. So I think in general, we're going to follow the same suit with a couple more stories here. That was the financial sector. This is now healthcare. Okay. And what we thought we would do is a little bit of role play ourselves and just give you an element of a couple of stories that you can relate to with regards to the technology that we present inside of D365 and Omnichannel. So this story is actually in the healthcare sector, but it's dentistry. Okay, so we're talking about there's a patient called James Page. He's ringing in to a dentist because he's got a sore tooth. Funnily enough, it happens to us, a lot of us, and he wants to schedule an appointment. So James is calling into the dentist the company itself, and they're using ACD, so automatic call distribution, which is something we provide, routing through to queues, and then obviously delivering to the right agent. And he's calling through to a specific line that he's going to press number 3 on the IVR. Okay, so he presses number 3 and he gets through to the correct team. the team members basically want to facilitate him. As you can see here, he wants to facilitate him basically with booking an appointment. So the next point at that is the agent re-enters, basically is in a voice call with James, and basically gets this scheduled in when he's on the actual call. Now, the agent can also at any point IM, for example, or message or chat to the dentist or the dentist itself to find out if that clinic potentially has an appointment before. So it's all very, very productive here. So making sure everything's done in the very first call resolution. And then finally, he's able to make that availability appointment. He gets confirmation and he goes through that. So again, we're just going to do a video kind of showing the role play between that so you can see that element of Solgari, D365, and it all working together to help that customer book that appointment with the dentist.
Hello, everyone. Vincent Kelly here from Solgari. We're just about to bring you through a short, sharp demonstration that's going to show the power of Solgari in supporting people within a healthcare context, and specifically dentistry. Now, in the context of this demonstration, I've just woken up and I've got a really bad pain in one of my teeth. So I'm going to put a phone call into my dentist, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get that sorted out shortly. So I'm just ringing my dentist now.
Hello and welcome to Solgari, the
Perfect.
dynamic.
So I know the appointment routing.
Fantastic. Now I'm just receiving an inbound call. I can see it's James Page and he's calling in to book a dental appointment. So he's come through the dental appointment line. So hey James, thanks very much for calling in. I can see that you've just called into the appointments line. Are you looking for an appointment at the moment?
Yes, hi. I've been having this pain in my tooth. I think it's time I saw the dentist and hopefully get it sorted out.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, I need to confirm. Can I confirm the day of your appointment you were looking for and the time as well, please, if that's okay?
How about Monday? I could get to the surgery for 2 p.m. if that's free.
Okay, fantastic. So, James, I'm just going to put you on here and start the order, but I need to confirm before I finish completing this order that there is definitely an appointment slot for 2 p.m. on Monday. Okay, so let me just double check before I do the appointment that he's got an available slot. So I'm just going to go to my colleague. Here we go. And down here. So, hi, Alina. Do you have an available dental slot for Monday at 2 p.m., please? It's for James Page. Fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Okay, fantastic. Let me just go back to James. So James, we've actually got the appointment on Monday. So let me just do a schedule for you. It's Monday at 2 p.m. confirmed. So what I want to make sure I do is just book it in for you properly. It's the 23rd at 2 p.m. 00, and it'll be for an hour slot, okay?
Sure, that's no problem at all.
1 hour slot. Route. Location. All right, good. All right, so that's all booked for you. What we'll do is we can obviously confirm. So we've got the appointment booked in and we've got all the details with regards to you calling so that everything's on file, okay? So if you've got any other questions, give me a call back, James, through the same line. We'll be able to assist you from there, okay?
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm keen to get this sorted, so really appreciate you getting this booked in for me.
Right, now that I've finished that, I also want to wrap this up. So I want you to make sure that all my conversations about booking the appointments all log back into the same record of James Page. So I'll just go to my Dynamics button and commit that to call note. I can then do a refresh. I should have both an appointment scheduled, root canal. I've also got the inbound call from James and also and the chat message that I had with my manager. So everything is fully logged into Dynamics 365, fully collaborating across different channels both internal chat with my manager, with the dentistry, the customer calling in via ACD, and obviously everything being logged back into the system here. And then the appointments also an activity booked in. There you go. Brilliant. So again, apologies about the acting. I wouldn't class myself as a first-rate actor, but I think the idea, guys, really is it's just showing how simple this is. Everything it's not just the communication element we're talking about. It's making sure that everything is visible and everything is captured. So, we're capturing it, the appointment settings through D365. The system's all integrated into there, but you're also getting all the conversations from a internal message or an SMS if you went down that route, or even, for example, we could use social media channels so they could also contact, agents inside a dentist business, for example, in this use case. So we have WhatsApp, we have Facebook, and we're going to have Teams very shortly as well, which we've given you a snippet of. So, and the whole idea is getting that data, that conversational data, into the activities of that record, because that's the most important part, is getting that data in there so that you can see what's going on with your customers and have that intelligence in there as well. I was wondering, Seb, do you have any comments on this or VeryPark's demo so far while we got a bit of time?
Well, I think just maybe to comment on the VeryPark piece is that, we're really trying to provide an end-to-end solution for the customer with the integration of VeryPark and the Microsoft Dynamic Platform. And I think this is really critical to understand that we're all about innovation and partnership, but it's all about the business outcome and the customer need. We're not just building those strategic partnerships just to, have fancy technologies, because there is a real need. The landscape is changing a lot. Customers are way more demanding. They want to see new ways of communicating. They want a real interaction, not only via SMS or WhatsApp. They want to use voice. They want to use video. It's all about providing the best support service to the customer. That's why organizations are really looking at a full suite end to end. So I think, it's pretty impressive what we are doing so far with Microsoft, with VeryPark, and other ISV in terms of partnership.
Brilliant, thank you, Seb. Just before I go on to our final use case, I was wanting to know if anyone else has any questions regarding the two use cases we have shown with VeryPark and also our solution here with D365. I'll move on then. That's fine. Perfect. If anyone does, please do feel free to put them in comments, obviously, and go to Raz as well if you have any questions. Brilliant. So,
hello, everyone.
I'll just pause that for a second. Sorry. So the next use case that I really want to show here, we're really talking about the manufacturing sector. So we've done financial sector, we've done healthcare, and this is our third kind of use case, and we've talked about this before, but we've put a couple of more elements in, and we want to again do that role play aspect, because it really kind of shows what would happen in real life with the agent on one side versus the customer. In this example, and I'm just going to go over here. In this example, it's actually related to basically, you've got a wholesaler that's selling equipment, but engineering equipment, really expensive engineering equipment. Okay, and in the use case we're going to use is forklifts. Now we're using the same example. We've got James, who's basically works in a distribution center as a shipping manager. Okay. And his job is to make sure that the shipping line in that distribution center operates to its highest possibilities. And you need things like forklift trucks and reach lift trucks and things like that in these kind of situations to move those goods. So the first instance, we've got the agent Ben engagement with the prospect. He's already got an opportunity related to a very high priced item, okay, which is we'll talk about in a second. Now Ben comes into his office, he sits down in D365, and he basically needs to search through his opportunities. So this is in the sales hub. Search for his opportunities, and we can see that there's potential, deal that can be completed with the customer James through the opportunities. So he reaches out to James via the SMS. James responds, and you're going to see that inside of this story as well. And Ben asks basically James to call him. Okay, by sending a text. James then calls inbound directly to Ben, the actual agent, in the warehouse, and he starts discussing the opportunity and starts creating an order. And from that order, we're able to actually complete everything, get the deal signed basically, and then the contract over to them. And the biggest thing here is the automation between the SMS piece. So if anyone's seen this before, we're very hot on automating our communications. It's not just about having an agent on the line. The agent's there to make sure, as we all know, we service the customer as best we can and the companies we work with and the people we work with. Okay. So this solution is all about those little back-end processes. I'm sure people heard me say it before that, you know, you could stop an agent from doing so they could talk to your customer and allow those things to completely go to the customer without the need of an agent. So, you know, when you create an order, sending an SMS to the customer by triggering it through Power Automate, so they get to the customer automatically, then giving them the order details when they're actually going to receive their order. Anything you want really can be put into the body of these messages and then sent to the customer. Okay, and that's just SMS. So we can do all the channels that way. So we can do the social media via automation and the voice as well. But in this aspect, it's really showing you the power of our solution in D365, but also with SMS automation and the integration piece as well. So I hope you all enjoy. The first thing I want to do is I want to go to my my opportunities, and I'm just going to filter that by my opportunities in Dynamics 365 and just look down my list. Now I can see here I've got new machinery order, the company, and I can also see the estimated close date and the revenue that could be gained from this. So I can see that's next week on Monday. So it's very close, and I do definitely want to chase that up. And the contact I want to speak to is James Page. And I believe if I go to James Page record in a second, he's actually the shipping manager on the floor inside the distribution center. He's the one that's contacted me originally to find out basically if we've got enough machinery that he can purchase. So I'm going to just go into my new order and my opportunity here. And straight away I can see a couple of details. So I know the budget price is €200,000. But we're not going to charge him that much because he's actually asking for a specific amount of forklift trucks actually that he needs for the shipping department. Okay, so first things first, I just check that. I want to check the product line, and I can see that he's looking for a counterbalance forklift truck. But he's not looking for just one, he's actually looking for 10, but I want to confirm that on a phone call. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my contact records, I'm going to go to James. And what I want to do is I want to just send James a quick text and see if he's still interested in the order for Monday, okay? So pop the number in there, like so. I'm just going to send a quick text. Hi, James. Are you still interested in purchasing the order we discussed on the phone? So I'm just going to fire a text off him because I really want to confirm, is he still interested in this purchase? I'll say again, also, if you would like to call me to discuss, that would be great. Extension is 303. So I've just texted him now, hoping that he's going to call back basically. So I'm just going to go back to my opportunities while I'm waiting, carry on my day, because I don't want to sit around until I know he's definitely interested. But if he does call back or text me back, that'd be awesome. Let's go back to the opportunity. Fantastic. Hey, Bang. Good to hear from you. Yes, I will ring shortly. That's great, James. Fantastic. So James is interested still. And now what I'm hoping he's going to do is give me a call back so we can go through his order and create the actual order for him and confirm that we're going to close this by Monday. Okay, which means then I can confirm that. Oh, and there's the inbound call. Fantastic. So James has just called me. I'm just going to definitely can see it's James calling in. I'm going to answer that phone call. And now I'm live on the call. Hey, James, can you hear me?
Hi, Ben.
You can, fantastic. So James, I just wanted to have a conversation. I know we spoke a couple of weeks ago about an order where you were thinking about potentially purchasing 10 of our counterbalance forklift trucks. Can I just confirm that was the forklift trucks, that the battery powered ones, or would you prefer the gas powered, which are a bit more expensive?
Yes, the battery powered lifters, as we discussed.
Okay, fantastic. So you're looking to go with the, let's just go, I tell you what I'm actually going to do while I'm on the call. Let's just get this all put to bed. So I'm going to create a new order for you. And inside this order, let me just put a couple of details for you. So you said it was a counterbalance forklift with not the gas power and the battery powered one, yes? Brilliant. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, let me just go to my pricing list. I just want to make sure we got the pricing list for you. And we do. Beautiful. And let me just see if there's any other details. Now, what I might also do is I'm just going to have to get your phone number after I've created this record, which I've got here. Let me just grab that. Beautiful. I'm just going to put that in here. So that's the order of this in stock. Let me just confirm the amount you're needing. Brilliant. Okay. So first things first, let's just do a couple of checks here. Let me add my products to the opportunity. Select existing product. There we go. And it's not the gas power one, it's the battery powered. Yep, fantastic. And you said you wanted a unit price of 10. So
Yeah, 10 should do.
Quantity. There you go. Okay. I'm just going to save that there. Still got you on the call? Yep.
Yep, still here. Thanks, Ben.
Brilliant, James. So I've just put a quantity of 10 in. So the total price you're going to be looking at is 150,000 euros. You told me last time that your budget price was 200,000 euros. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Brilliant. So you're actually saving yourself 50,000 still. You know, you're not going to spend the whole amount of that budget, which is good. So you can spend that on other things in the distribution center. So I've got all that ready to go. Let me just double check a few more things. So I've got your phone number. I've got the order. I've got the amount is 10 units. And let me just there. Cool. I think we're good. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save and close that. What that's going to do though, James, is it's actually going to send you a confirmation SMS. So it'll be an automatic SMS that gets to you and it'll tell you your order number. It will tell you what you purchased. And if there's any additional information you require, you can either give me a phone call or send me a text. Not a problem at all. And I'll be able to assist you. Okay. But I'm just going to, are you happy to confirm that order?
Sure, yes, great. Let's confirm that, Ben.
Brilliant. Fantastic. All right. I'm going to click save and close. And that's your order created. So like I said, James, you'll get that coming through to you. The actual order confirmation will be very, very shortly to a text message to your phone. And then we'll look at getting the forklift trucks, which will be about a 2-month period to get the whole 10 items to your distribution center. If you have any questions, just give me a call back. All right.
Okay, thanks. Will do. And the SMS confirmation has actually just arrived on my phone.
Fantastic. Thank you, James. Bye-bye. Great speaking with you. Now that I've obviously had a confirmation phone call, I'm just going to go into the contact, James, and make sure all that information has been logged. Okay. So first thing is I've got my phone call. That was James calling in. I also want to log this SMS conversation that I've just had. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just hit commit conversation to call note, and that will save the SMS conversation into the record of the contact as well. But you can also save it into the opportunity if you want to. So if I just hit that button, like so, give the timeline a refresh. Voila. And the other thing I want to show you here, so if I just go into this chat message, you can see it was an SMS that I had a conversation with. Hi, thanks, James. We had a call, a conversation. But I might want to change the regarding field because we know it's James that we've just messaged. It says here. So we don't need it twice. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the opportunity, save that into the opportunity. Good. Save that. And again, pop the opportunity just to show everyone what I'm talking about. There it is. And I should now have an SMS in here. Voila. So that means I can see both the text from the contact, but also inside the opportunity what the communications have been. And if I want to do that for the phone calls, I could do the same thing as well, using the regarding field inside an activity in Dynamics 365, like so. Fantastic. So I hope everyone. First thing I want to do is I want to go pause that again. Sorry, that was just again. I know this is about 10 minutes, Raz. So I thought we would like to leave 10 minutes for any questions. But again, maybe just said before we do that, feel free to jump in here. I think that was a quite a powerful demonstration to show what we can do with regards to it's not just about, we do work with SME companies, SMB companies, sorry, and we work with mid-tier companies as well. But we also work with large enterprise companies that need that automation, you know, rather than having, you know, it's less cost is going to be in recruiting more staff to be able to handle things like that, because they've got that automation in the background with SMS, for example. But we don't just use one channel. Like I said, we're an all channel communications platform. So you could think about that use case in that story we just showed you from a WhatsApp's perspective, or even a Facebook perspective down the business route. So Seb, any comments?
Well, I think just to you know to emphasize about what you're just saying is that, you know, the beauty of our platform and integration with Microsoft is that there is no use cases that we can't tackle. I think again this is pretty impressive, because depending on the business outcome, the business need from organization, regardless of their vertical, can be healthcare, financial, manufacturing, you know, can be retail, it doesn't matter. We have the solution that fits their needs. And again, the total cost of ownership is critical now. You know, budget are shrinking, although customers want to move into this massive digital transformation and have the best technology available for their employees to do their job properly, and to and for their customer to service their customer. But cost is always, you know, really important. And the fact that, you know, we are all embedded, we provide one platform, all integrated into the D365, that we are a global carrier, we offer the best value for organization. So I think it's and you mentioned SME, SMB, retail. You know, we love large organization. We have really large scale customers, but we work with organizations that are just using our technology and the Microsoft platform with 10, 15 agents, and we save so much money, so much time with the ease of deployment of our technology, just configuring in the web RTC technology. It's just groundbreaking. So again, you know, there's no limitation into what we can do and how we can support our partners in the channel and the customer. That's
Brilliant.
it from my side, I think.
Thank you, Seb. No, I appreciate that. Again, Raz, have we had any questions?
Looking in the questions now, only one comment by Stuart. I think you've all seen it. If only getting a root canal surgery was as painless as booking it. So yeah. But thanks for that. Very you know, the combined solution you know, works very elegantly. And I think one important piece of messaging that was kind of, I think, slipped through the cracks in this presentation is the fact that this is all built using, you know, the Power Platform, right? You know, I know that the term Dynamics was used, but it really is the Power Platform which is basically powering all of this. Do you have any comments on that, Ben?
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. It's like and we use Dynamics 365, you know, as a short kind of word, really, because, you know, our integration is in depth inside that part of the CRM in a sense. But Dynamics is not a CRM. It's the Power Platform itself is it's an ERP, it's a CRM, it's a connection to a lot of different things, and being able to create a lot of different things and processes, especially with us. We use the automate part of the Power Platform hugely. And Dataverse is under the hood of all that. So with your question, like you just stated there, yes, we're fully integrated into the Power Platform, and that includes customer service workspace, omnichannel, D365, and you know, we are also people building model-driven apps. You know, where there's a big thing about us getting you integrating Solgari into a model-driven app, because, you know, you're almost it's emulating in a sense D365, but creating what you want in there and how you want your agents to work. So we're going down that angle at the moment as well, alongside Microsoft Teams, because of this inner circle relationship that we have with Microsoft as a very close ISV.
Well, that's great news, Ben and Sebastian. So once again, thank you for showcasing how users, business applications users, can get that automated, fully automated omni-channel experience by using the Power Platform, by using Dynamics. And as everyone else is aware, there's going to be many sessions today covering how the Power Platform is embedded in Teams as well, and how we can also surface up those comms. So there's a lot going on in this space. So I just want to thank you, Ben and Sebastian, for showcasing this some of the latest cutting edge developments here. So any final mentions before we wrap up this session?
I think we just want to say a massive thank you to Verypark actually for joining us on that in that session, and it was a very extensive demonstration, and the we want to show that collaboration with our partners to everyone as well, because we're working very closely with multiple different partners in all different vertical markets. And Seb, I'm sure you would agree there, like, Verypark really worked really closely with us to understand our product, and vice versa, we did the same with them, and that's kind of come out in their story there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, I've actually myself I'm aware of a lot of the work that Verypark have done, especially in the financial services space. They've been in responsible for many of the large financial service implementations. So that's really great to see how this technology is being used, and I look forward to seeing these other scenarios that you've worked on in the past as well, such as for healthcare and for retail. So thanks once again, guys. For those who have not seen Ben and Sebastian in action, that was a great session there. It's very well demonstrated. So thanks again, guys, and look forward to some of the other demonstrations that you have, some of the new features that you have lined up in the coming months.
No, thank you, Raz. I really appreciate it. And we look forward to the next one in September.
Fantastic, guys. So thank you once again, Ben, Sebastian, Vincent.
You.
And that was great. So we saw the Power Platform dynamics in action with the Omnichannel Hub there. We have lots more sessions today going deeper into those elements. I'm sure many of you are very interested in learning about that collaboration workspace that Microsoft 365 has now become, which has now combined the entire Microsoft 365 ecosystem with the Power Platform and with business applications. It's all working collectively as one now. And we have many sessions today as well as tomorrow to show you in depth how that all works and how you can leverage on that. So once again, thank you again, Solgari, Ben, Sebastian, Vincent, as we prepare to move on to our next session.